I'm excited to see where things go today. Let me turn off this heater. Oh my god. That was crazy. One moment. What is wrong? Well, so much for a smooth intro. I think today we have my evil twin here, Mardigan. Mardigan is causing me trouble again, as you can see, because I can't put my phone down right. Here we go. Behold, Mardigan is here. It's time to be a little silly, guys. So, my quest. We do this every day. James, just in case you're here, remember, we are here to create a live-action role-playing game that solves real-world problems. I made a deck of cards to assist with that process, and today you get to play with me if you like. Doesn't that sound great? I'm not sure when I'm going to do the intro. Do I do it like right when it comes on? I don't know. My quest is here. I carry it in my fancy belt. So that's going to be great. The heater's on. Can't really hear well. That's okay. It's a beautiful mess. James, I see you. Mardigan is here. Mardigan, my evil twin, has arrived to introduce our intro today. Into the eye of the beholder, Mardigan's eye sets its gaze. Here at the heart of the matter, where the wills and the fates make their stage. At the end of a very long journey, or the beginning of an infinite maze, the path of the skull awaits you. To see what games you will play. Boom! I'm a scary guy. Mardigan. Well, Bishop, you should know that the Questmaster has an evil twin, me, Mardigan. Mardigan came on to this stream but a few days ago? I don't remember. But I am here to foil Mardigan's plans. Or do shenanigans. Do whatever I want. I'm the Joker, the Jester, you might say. So, good morning all. Good morning Malachi, James, Serbinder. I think it's time to get off this mode. What do you say? How do I do this? Cancel. Normal head. I've lost my big head, guys. Sometimes I get a big head. It happens. Sometimes I think a little too lofty of things. I get a little carried away. So Mardigan is here to be a little goofy and remind us. So if you ever need Mardigan? It's Mardigan. If you ever need Mardigan to come on, just summon him. Say his name 3 times, and Mardigan will appear. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see if he wants to show up. He's kind of his own guy. So you know the path here. Hello. Oh, hey Malachi. Yes. Thank you for greeting one another. The intro is sounding good. I'm glad. I also would like to introduce some story time. Perhaps Mardigan will be here to tell some stories. Let's try it out. You're in my home here. Let's have Mardigan join us. The quest has been developing, growing evermore. My plans coming to fruition. To invade the world of the mundane from the world of the fantastical. And Serbinder has joined the call and obtained a deck of cards from the Gamecrafter website. Round of applause. Thank you for joining us, Serbinder. I appreciate your joining us, and it has been wonderful to have you on board. But what stories will we unfold today? What dreams will be born? Villains? Or nightmares? We will find out in the time to come. I'm kind of thinking I like this piano bit. I like a bit of the story introduction as we welcome each other. So, we will erase Mardigan, and I will come back. Oh, I haven't been reading the comments. I've been having too big of a head. Just so you know, when I am Mardigan, I cannot read your comments. Oh, no way. Good job, Sir Binder. Thanks for having me. Bravo, Sir Binder. The dog park. Are we ready to go to the dog park, Troy? I think it's time. We have Troy here. The dog park has arrived. Let us do so. But first, we must open the door of possibility. As James said, right? I made a post about exploring. I still have my accent. I kind of like it, honestly. I like speaking in an accent. Exploring the outdoors. Exploring our curiosities. So let us have a plan. You have to learn how to play cribbage. Well, maybe today you will teach us. You know, after all, MyQuest is a game of playing cards. When you play MyQuest, you can actually use it to play games like cribbage. You just need a standard deck of cards, right? Or is there a special deck of cards for cribbage? I don't know. Maybe you'll teach us, and maybe someday we will join other streams and open new portals. James, after all, did assist us in prior sessions in opening portals, and maybe we could play cribbage together on a Twitch channel or something like that. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But for now, let us make our way to the dog park. Transitioning to the dog park, my friends. Here we are at the dog park. Hey Chris, it is good to have you. We are a community who is putting our attention on a curious idea, that play can be productive. And I have a question, because I went to Heatwave Coffee yesterday, and it told me there that things were heating up. That's what this said. It's time to organize this. Things are heating up. In the world, can you tell, things are heating up, right? It's a little crazy, so we're here to slow down a little bit and focus on what matters to us. We're here to go over perhaps the winter menu today. What do we do in the season of winter together? Maybe we'll explore that. I don't know. Maybe we'll join a LARP. There's LARPs that happen in the winter. We'll see. Lots of stuff. The stories to be told, but we're going to clean up the dog park. The dog park got a little messy. And here we are with one of our lawful neutral characters. Anybody remember what these are called? Tell Chris. I don't think Chris knows what these are. Also, on the journeys I had yesterday, I found a bottle cap and a little treasure and a prize. So if anybody want to fight today, because there will be prizes. Dread Ethereals. Yes, my friend. Sir Binder, having obtained a deck of cards, you now can become a player on the game board, like James here. James went an alternative path to get here. Do you resonate with the Dread Ethereals? Do you resonate with the dogs? Or are you here to create your own character? I wonder what you will do. When you are ready, you will raise your voice. You will raise your hand. You will tell us who you are. And onto our game board you will come. The dog park is here, my friends. And as we all know, it has a special name. But only if you've been following along do you know that name. Now let's make our way to the chrysalis. I have prepared my coffee, which is a part of my routine, and I am going to be grateful for it, fostering gratitude. Now, on our travels to the chrysalis, I have a question, friends. What's been in your dreams? What's been on your mind? What have you been fighting for? Because the dog park represents what we fight for, what we put our attention on. Hey, Zero, can you shut the door? I don't know if she can shut the door, so we're going to do this. One moment, my friends. I'm putting you down, and I'm going to shut the door here. Here we are. Sarah Binder says, "Fear me, dogs, for I am the one who bends and binds." Ooh, that sounds. The one who bends and binds. I like that. Okay. Jumbo, hello. It's good to have you. Yes, like and subscribe. Join our channel. Join our quest. Right now, we're on a quest to the chrysalis. And when we go into the chrysalis, we are going within ourselves. We are looking into our dreams. We are looking into our inner feelings. And we are pursuing our path, our main quest. If nothing else, we're at least focusing on something that matters to us. So, there we are. Yes, and if you do get 20 likes, we get a legendary backflip at the end of this. I will go to the Temple of Play. I will perform and execute a most serendipitous backflip. I'm not sure why it's serendipitous, but we'll find out. Here we are. Now, I'd have you all know that the dog park here, I will remind you, relates to, in my real life, the dog park here in Uptown, where we go to Amtgard, where you can find people like Bishop Malachi if you are in our world. And yes, thank you, Bishop Malachi. You are recognizing honor. You are fulfilling that role that we talked about yesterday. So I appreciate it. Now, let us... Oh, yes, Wi-Fi. Thank you, James. You are also helpful. Now, I'm controlling things, but as I've clearly stated before, I don't really know how to do things great. And so any suggestions, especially from my renowned questers, we can modify and update. And what's this? A spill on the battlefield. Well, friends, are we here to explore the realm of battle games first? Are we here to create characters? What are we feeling today? Tell me what is on your heart. Are we here for a little lighthearted fun? Are we here to explore something meaningful? I don't know, maybe both at one time. Yes, the brown sludge, also known as mud. It appears that, Troy, your dog park is under attack. Part of our story begins. Or perhaps there's a doorway to escape. We all had a question for you, Troy, if you're still here. You told us you are the dog park, and I think we all believe you. But how is it that you fought the dogs? Are you also a dog at the dog park? Are you just the dog park and you swallowed the dogs? I have no idea. We'll find out in the time to come. So, let us look at our routines. Now, life can be so distracting. So many things going on. If you hear me talk a lot long enough, you'll see that my mind jumps from topic to topic oftentimes. I've had a hard time, I've had a challenging time, represented here by our lawful neutral guy, our little Dreadtherial, finding my way to Earth. I have drifted my thoughts in the clouds so often. And my quest, this routine building game, is how I channel that energy. I've arranged a place in my home to be more aesthetically pleasing today. Spent 2 minutes being grateful for my food or a meal. It's my tea in this case. And I'm hoping that when you guys join me, you do the same thing. You know when I'm coming on, and even when I'm not, maybe the quest will remind you to do these things as well. If my routines feel helpful to you, then join along. That means we resonate together, and we have more power when we quest together, do we not? If I know you're enjoying a drink and fostering gratitude and organizing your space in your home, well, that makes me kind of want to do it a little bit more. It's like we're a team. I also am here to invest 15 minutes into a skill. Now, for future sessions, maybe that will be playing the synthesizer. If you guys like that, if that's a fun experience, I'm happy to stay in there a little longer and play it. Maybe dabble along with some story. That would be fun. But we are also here. My main quest right now is to foster this quest giving and my public speaking. So that's what I'm here to do. And we have completed that. We're 15 minutes in. We're on to the next section. I am but a humble 5 power level, but looking forward to my first routine. I can't wait, Sir Binder. I look forward to seeing what cards you pick. Now, right now, I'm looking for my power level sheet, which I left inside. Oh, bummer. I left it. Okay, we're getting close to the next and final session of the MyQuest sheet, which I will start talking about the sigils more. Lately, I've only been talking about the cards, but eventually these cards build into more consistent routines and what are called seed routines. The next one is to set up the chrysalis, welcome and greet regulars, which I feel we've already done, and create the dream world. So we are here to create the dream world, my friends. That is what we're in the chrysalis to do, to take all of these thoughts that float between us, our dreams, our dreams of what the future could be, our hopes, our ambitions, and to channel them, to funnel them somewhere. So I don't think I ever really got a complete answer yet. I don't think I followed you. Sir Bender, do you have a feeling as to what your minifigure looks like? I would love to craft him someday. Perhaps I will craft him in the Dreamforge over here, where the Eldritch Angel is adamantly staring at the festival gem. In a matter of dreams, I tried carrying too much and kept losing things, but others helped me, which felt good. It seemed like a lesson in life. Okay, well, that resonates because this part of the routine that we're building right now, oh, I put you in the wrong spot. There we go, is the guild routine. I'm going to let you into a secret. The 6 in our system here, which is on the back of the cards, you see all the numbers from the Enneagram. The 6 ties to what some call the loyalist, but in our system relates to a guild symbol. We have 6 members watching right now, so it's a perfect time to discuss this. When we join a guild is a sort of higher purpose, something that connects us together, something we all believe in, something that we wish to move forward in together, for there is power in numbers. There's also power in filling up little dots together. And so I appreciate Sir Bender for taking on that challenge and going in that direction. Now here we are here to create the dream world. So let's put our attention on Sir Bender. I'd love a character. I view myself as a philosopher knight, very open to creative interpretation. Well, I would have you know that we do have a bottle cap, which often do provide pretty good helmets for little characters. It is an 18 power level, so if you want to win this item, I think we're going to have to do some battle games for it. As far as bodies for your character, we do have stones. It does kind of match the Dread Ethereal. I don't know. It will happen when it happens. When you feel a positive sentiment, we can do that. If the guild wants to create that, we can do that as well. I do think we lost Troy, though. He's gone. So I think it's time, perhaps, to move off of the battle game field. We've opened up a doorway, and our coffee time has taken us to a meaningful pursuit. If you remember, there was a legend about a single observer who got a message from an angel. Perhaps you remember this. Well, this takes us to the mythos of the story, where I can go very deep into my imagination and arrive here at the crafting table. My friends, this is where we craft quest focuses. A quest focus is essentially something like this. An object, like Timmy the Time Master here, who is has some passions and missions to develop. These are like little objects that hold our focus on a storyline or a pathway. So, there you are. This is the crafting table. Here we are. I'm going to put you down. And I do need a regular stand for here. Ah, I think I found it. So we are at the point of creation here with the phone. More to go into detail that later. There's so much lore to explore. I just don't want to bore you guys, so we'll go down those paths when we decide. Our little derps are watching the live stream with now. You did obtain derps, didn't you? So Bishop Malachi obtained derps from my daughter, who is one of the creator of such creatures. My whole family likes to create creatures. My daughter created Top Hat. Top Hat is here. He is a bit of a spy. He's a bit of an investigator. He's also the one who helps us level up in my quest, so he has information for you if you want to do so. We did. They have been bored since we took down the nativity scenes. Okay, so I could use your help, friends. We have the Dreadtherials on board, but the Dreadtherials are still lacking what I might call a strong sentiment with them. We also have the dogs. The dogs are fighters of some kind, right? And yesterday's quests being completed, they were the 10s and the 1s. I went to a coffee shop with my wife and we discussed some plans together. Here's the fighter energy that we're talking about. I think in order to root ourselves and let's see, what was your dream again, James, the dreamer? Caring too much. Oh yes, companionship, friends. Well, dogs go in packs, right? Dogs kind of make, for the most part, I mean, there's the lone wolf, but the reason the word the lone wolf exists is because typically they travel in packs. And I want to continue to invite you to build this world with me where we explore this topic. Okay, so let's bring out the cards and maybe do our first card of the day. We haven't done a card of the day, but that's a part of my routine. I even have a card for it. It says card of the day, one of the first things to do. So since we are on this topic, these are current activities. We can do it any time. If you ever feel called to one of them, just let me know. I imagine them just derping. Yes. It's time for card of the day. Agreed. Okay. Well, here's our cards. Who would like to be the first? I think I'm going to leave that up to you. Who wants a card today first? And while we're doing that, let's see here. Sarah Bender. I was feeling that too. I was honestly feeling that also. I'd love one. Well, Sarah Bender, maybe this will be one in your routine someday. We'll see. This is another 10. Are you kidding me? This is great. Actually, I think this is the same 10. Did I just put it on top? No, I didn't. Okay. I guess this is something that keeps coming back to us. And so we're going to listen to synchronicity here. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Well, that is simply the principle, right? Wisdom is Mine was with us yesterday talking about principles. And principles are very important. I even wrote a card about it. Let's view this message. There. Huh. Oh, okay. Did you misspell something? I don't know. I'm not paying attention, James. I'll show your comment. That's the greatest commandment. Yes, the greatest commandment. I think Jesus is saying that's the greatest principle. we've been tuning into higher intelligence. That's kind of part of what I'm here to try to do, is to tune into these things and to foster them here on the earth. And let's see here. Where did the card go? Okay. Here we are, my friends. Beliefs are seeds with which we seed or inseminate our personal truth. That's kind of intense. I know the language is a little uncomfortable for some, but it just felt right. Power is integrating our personal truth into a story. And principles guide the message of our story. One of the principles that I hold very dearly, that it's worth dying for, really, it's worth living for, is that we share an equal position. Whether you're a dog, whether you're top hat, whether you have put your head above the heavens so long that you are a wise sage and you see the gold in everything, whatever you are. If you sit on someone's shoulders, we are not to look up to each other or down to each other when it comes to how we regard each other. I expect a bishop to refer to many holy books. Thanks for the expertise. Yes, that is the role you're playing, Bishop. We expect that of you. You have told us these things. And that's important. That's important in this game, that while we play My Quest, we can demonstrate that we are doing the things that we hold in high value. This isn't about making ourselves better or worse than anybody. It's about demonstrating a way of life, living ritualistically almost, a principled life. And of the greatest commandments is to treat others the way we want to be treated, to love each other in that way, and such. So, one of the ways we can do that is to search for an event that will be beneficial for your health and well-being. Because guess what? Loving yourself, if you don't love yourself, you're not going to be very good at loving others, are you? Are you really, if you love others the way you love yourself and you hate yourself, how can you love others? So we must take care of ourselves. And if we're speaking biblically, the body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. It's tattooed on my wife's back, actually. She got a tattoo of that verse. So take care of your body. Do something today that will take care of your body, and perhaps search for an event that will be beneficial for you. And consider, is there balance in the way you give and receive resources? Anybody coming here, I want you to be taking care of yourself. I don't want you to just help me. I want you to help yourself too. Yes, building a community of seriously silly people. We're not here to take ourselves seriously unless we are really just that kind of person, right? Some of us have a big head. I can't get over it. I'm sorry. It's just here. Mardigan has come back. That being said, we're also here to be serious. We're here to create routines in our life that are beneficial for others. I will be going to the art walk, so that is an exercise for my body. Yes. So Malachi, taking steps is healthy. Walking around is good for your body. Our bodies are meant to get around. Right now, we're taking time to pause and slow down life and enjoy it and rest. But there is a time for fervent exercise. There's a time to fight for something, to strive. This is the basic energy that I am wanting to tune into. It's basic. It tells me right there it's basic. I don't think that's the fighter type. I guess it's basic type, huh? Well, it's basic that we should put a fist in the air, that we should strive for something, right? Power. We all have some level of power, so let us use it towards each other's well-being. That is a principle of the quest. And I think a principle that I want to foster with these little critters. So let us check our routine cards. I'm going to take some coffee. I hope you have something to drink and enjoy. If you do, let me know your favorite drink. I'd like to know. Routine 6. So this is our guild. This is what we've been doing. We're here to create the dream world. And to create it, we are dreaming, we are thinking of the most fantastical things, and we are here to siphon them onto the ground, to bring them to fight. And you said a noble knight, a philosopher knight. Well, let me tell you, Sir Binder, of a knight. Wisdom is mine is here. Cheers. Cold coffee in my cup, too. There is a bit of a philosophical conversation that happens here, right? We like to talk a bit of religion. We like to talk a bit of philosophy. But the key thing is that we bring it down to earth. We bring ourselves to the place where we look above the clouds because for some time we're so grounded. We're like these stones, the dread ethereals. And in organizing the chrysalis, creating or organizing a space where you can practice a specific skill. Okay, I'm not seeing how that ties into what we're doing now. Nope, I'm gonna pass that one. We did that today. Here we go. Maintenance. Invest 15 minutes of your time into an exercise or chore that needs to be done. So part of the chore that I feel needs to be done is the creation of the dream world, this process. This is my work and my labor. I get out and about enough. Exercise for my body isn't quite what I'm here for. I am here because I relate to a character that came from the dream world. Perhaps not all of you know him. James knows him. Can you think of someone who loves maintenance, James? Can you think of someone who loves to repair? I think you know who I'm talking about. Because if you do, he's going to visit us today. And perhaps we will talk about, yes, Mike the machinist, my friends, is here. Here's Mike. Mike, tell us about Mike, James. I'm going to find his card. No, here's Top Hat. Teach questers how to level up. That's Top Hat's goal. That's all he's here for right now. Mike! We have the Questmaster card here. These are cards that kind of... I'm here to tell you who I am and show you who I am, so this is my way of doing it. But I'm also here to explore other characters with you. Mike the Machinist. His special ability in battle games is +10 to something. That's great. I love it. It's just random. Objective is to fix machines. I am working on a model of Mike. He likes to fix things. Yes. Mike believes the soul is a machine that needs fixing too. And fixing things is fun. He wants to learn how machines and creative powers can work together. So Mike here sees our stories that we tell ourselves, the dreams in which we walk, as little machines that need maintenance. And that's kind of what we're here to do today. Maintenance. Maintenance on each other, maintenance on ourselves, nurturing each other, right? An event that will be good for your health and well-being. Is there balance in the way that you give and receive resources? Balance is key. And being of the green energy here, the green quality, in the game of Mordekin's Eye and the perspective of Mordekin's Eye, green tends to relate to two things. The prophecy of the Hearthstone and getting out and about. Because where else is better to get out and about, my bishop, than the Ren fairs we go to, right? It's just the way it's played out in my life. The New Mexico Renaissance Festival. So that's how I do things. That can be used for good and health. And I'd have you know the commander literally just posted about that too. He was saying you can walk and get lots of exercise there. So we should work on that, Bishop. Let's in our everyday life as a guild, since you're part of the guild, we can do that. And also, I think we talked about you coming on today. So if you want to come on at any time. I can probably pull you up. So the card of the day so far, I don't know if this is the card of the day, but this is a card, the 10 of Clubs. Does anybody else want to root our energies down from the dream world today? Maybe another quest? And also, Sarah Binder, is there any events you can think of where you are at that would be good for your health and well-being? I mean, we can be creative with this. An event This is an event right now. This is an online event. So maybe this is what we're doing. Maybe you're completing your task today. But what is it that you need maintenance on? What is it that it's time to take care of and work at? Because the fist, the power, it's also what we work at. It's what we consciously choose to do and put our energy into. That's what we're fighting for, right? So that's what Mike is here. That's the perspective he brings to the table. And it looks like he's watching this guy. I wonder if this guy has a name. I will come on when your cards and everything are settled in. I don't want to interrupt the energetic flow. Okay, well, if you feel like the time is right, just let me know. I'd love to have you here. So, looking at that, I'm going to pause. Because when it comes to energies flowing, one of the things that I've recognized recently is a tendency in myself to try to force things forward. And in the chrysalis, we are here to somewhat slow things down. We're here to make a state of being in which these ideas between us can synchronistically come into manifestation. Go into the city of Albuquerque and be an inspiration for others. That's kind of the process and the goal. Yes, the more you speak up, the better. So please do. Let's see here. The next part of the routine I have here is to spend time being still as you can be. Focus your thoughts on the beings you love most. Sarah Binder, do you have people in your day-to-day life who you connect with? Do you have, quote, guild members? Because you're a part of my guild now. Maybe this is your tribe. I don't know. Maybe this is your group that you quest with. I don't know. It's just something to consider. So I'm going to be still doing that. And you know what? I think it's time. I think it's time to give up the floor for myself, because as much as I love it, I do get a big head. And I like to talk. I will keep going as much as you want. But I'm going to give the floor to Bishop Malachi. Malachi, I'm going to pull up the phone. And if you'd like to join us, maybe you can tell us a little bit about the art walk, because it's on the card. And you can tell us about what you've been doing. So I'm going to switch it around and pull up the phone. And we'll have you come on if you're ready. If you're ready and willing. And please let members of the guild know that we are live on the guild chat, if you don't mind. Now, just so you know, members of the Quest Givers Guild are people who generally are in the Enchanted Land. So if you quest purely online, it may not work so well. But, let's see, where are we going to put you? We do need your figure piece here. I think I know what to do. Ooh, top hat just got knocked over. Now, Top Hat is the one who frequents the city and the events. So he's going to be here with us today. And let me turn up the volume on this sucker. Go ahead and speak up, Bishop. Let's see if we can hear you. I don't hear you.
Is that better?
Yeah, I can hear you a little bit. So tell us about what's going on.
I know that we've got the art walk going on Friday. I'm excited for that. We're all meeting up at this place with very curious toast.
We're meeting at a very curious location, huh? And curiosity has been a theme in our quest. Tell us about what's going on. Do you know of anything that's happening with the guild as you represent? You are an emissary, if you will, of the Quest Givers Guild here.
I know we're all getting ready for the big Nexus event next month. Yeah, it is next month already. At the end of the month for the New Mexico Celtic Band Festival. Before that, though, we've got a few little meetings, I guess we're doing, trying to get more organized, I guess is the best word to say.
Yeah, we're here to organize ourselves as a guild. And it would be interesting to see how, I'm curious if the card game would ever help. You know what? Troy was talking about cribbage. And I feel like playing games that are just fun is an important and helpful thing to do. I'm sorry. The big head filter is on and now and now it's on the screen of YouTube. So you have a big head on YouTube because the camera's looking at you. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, I'm going to turn that off. Okay. Very good. Did you want a card of the day today, Bishop? I can't hear you, buddy. Oh, your mic's off. I think he walked away. He did. That's okay. He'll be back. Well, while he's gone, we're doing this part of our routine today, connecting with a member of the guild, certain fiscal and financial interests. That's where my guild connects here in the Enchanted Land. And also, I think it's time to start thinking about what is coming in the future. Ah, you will take the card, James. Very good. While we're waiting for the good bishop, let's see what the next card of the day is. The Queen. Listen to, read, or watch something inspirational. It says here to spend time contemplating how topics in this resource section can merge with other sections in your sun. We have not yet learned about the sigils in the card game. That's to come, but this is a sigil. And the diamond section refers to things that you would do for resources, things you would do for money. How do you like to acquire things that are good for you? And here, in the Ten of Clubs, it's asking us to consider, is there a balance in the way we give and receive resources? So, let us be inspired today by observing something that will encourage us in that direction. Are we working with the people? Are we communicating with the people that we can be selfish with, right? I want to be selfish, and I want to be selfish for you too. And everybody, really. But are we spending time in communities that do that? Right now, we're doing that right now. So we're kind of fulfilling that, in my perspective, at this time. Matthew, hell yeah. Matthew Stump, it's good to have you. Maybe you've been here before. I don't know. I am both in the screen on the phone in front of you, and this is Bishop Malachi. We are having a bit of a guild meeting right now. We are experimenting with developing these routines. Part of our goal has been to develop and create the dream world, creating quest focuses that lead us in a direction. And I think that this ultimately comes down to Mike here. I want to talk more about Mike. But before I do, Bishop, was there more you had to say? Was there more you wanted to come on and talk about? Did you have anything to say about Mike also? Bishop, your voice is not working. I cannot hear your sound. I think it has to do with your mic, whatever you're using for that. Welcome, Matthew. Like and subscribe to the channel if you want to follow along. We are on a quest today, and we quest here every day. Well, Bishop, let's try the headphones, and if that doesn't work, we'll probably switch to the next thing. Yes, 20 likes equals a backflip. I don't think we're going to get that today. That's okay. That's fine. In time, it will become a thing. I believe it. It's part of our routine. Sign language, Bishop. Yeah, you could do that thing where you hold up signs, you know, like in those videos. You hold up signs and you say things. That would be hilarious. Maybe a whiteboard. I would love it. Okay, now we do routines every day. That's part of our game. Part of this card game is doing routines. I step into my chrysalis, I do my routines, but routines don't get anywhere in and of themselves. If the routine is just to accomplish a simple goal, that's it. Eat at Joe's? Who's Joe's? No, I still can't hear you. But I like the sign. It is sign. This is literally sign language. I mean, it's a kind of sign language, right? You could say. So, seeds. Sorry, let me step back. Routines are great, but routines need to be planted in a seed, a constant routine that you do over and over, and they grow into something ultimately. And that is where the tree sigil comes in, something we will talk more about as I progress in my quest and I level up. I don't have my quest sheet right here, but without some direction, things the dream world gets messy, doesn't it? Look at our dream world here. We're trying to create a quest focus, but we need some direction. We need some leadership, someone to explore the dream world. Now, Mike here, it will be very helpful to explore the dream world. He's a character in our story, right? He's an identity that will help us explore it and create it together. But individual characters having their individual goals will also help us develop it. Oh, Eat at Joe's is an old Looney Tunes reference. I'm sorry, I didn't get that one. Yeah, the mic didn't work. It's okay, Bishop. It was an attempt, and we tried it. Just like my piano didn't work yesterday, my synth, I figured it out the next day. That's why we do these routines. So, my friends, as you complete routines, Sarah Binder, if you're still here, as you complete tasks, let us point them in a direction. And I think we're coming to perhaps our final card. Anybody want to take our final card for the day? In our little experience together. So while we're waiting, this is my tree so far. A tree are long-term goals, something that gets somewhere. One of my goals is to see characters form. I love creating characters, and I love seeing characters be made. I made a Dreamforge to do that. Maybe we'll do that someday. I don't know. Still hasn't happened. We're not trying to force this. We're going through it steadily. We're letting things sync up naturally. So character creation is at the bottom of the tree. Over time, we go up the tree and we advance the quest. The bishop has left. One of the next things we can do in this is take field trips. So as a reminder, these characters that we make in the dream world, if you tune in every day or when you're with me creating, they're going to go into the city of Albuquerque and have objectives and goals. And these are field trips, and that's where I'm going to bring up the winter menu. Coffee shops and parks right now are on the winter menu. So if there's anywhere you want to go in Albuquerque, anything you want to see, I'd love to show you. If you want to explore the city, that'd be great. But the best way to explore is to help define and create your character. So Sarah Binder, the philosophical knight, I would really like to see this individual grow and blossom. I think I want to let it happen naturally. I don't want to force it. But I think as we build, as our regulars build consistent characters, we can explore these stories a little bit more. Finally, we have Nexus events on the tree. That's at the very top. So this happens on a monthly basis. So this is daily, weekly, monthly. And Nexus events are like these ones, where people like Bishop and his party will live stream, and I will be running quests at festivals. This is where my main financial component comes into play. So this is kind of the pathway, and we're working on it. Joe should be on the main menu. Would it be funny if there's a place to found to match? Gonna have to work on that one. I'm not sure I understand what we're saying. So Joe's, we're saying, might be a part of that. What is Joe's? What is Joe's in the quest? It came up. Our sign language? I don't know. Another thing that's going to be happening in the future is resonant markets. Markets are places to go, to gather, where you can focus on your health and well-being. Any place you can walk around is honestly good, and meet people. You have big thumbs, that's okay. Yes, the Looney Tunes reference, exactly. Oh, and James, I didn't get your final card. So let's bring all this to something we can do something with. Try doing a skill you have never tried. Remember that curiosity, sometimes you don't have to go out your door to explore. Sometimes we go within. We try something within ourselves or around ourselves. Or practice an old skill using a different method. So, James, your quest then would be to try doing something new you've never done, or practice your 3D modeling using a different method. Change it up. What are you doing that no longer serves you, and what new possibilities should you open up to? Yesterday, we spoke about principles. Principles being the key. Loving one another. What are new ways that we can open up to loving one another? This is what we are here to explore in this role-playing game. What roles are we here to play, to explore? What are we here to observe? Well, I think watching each other do these things is good. Observing each other. I think watching each other's roles, these things. Well, I'm glad you accept. So here are the cards of the day, my friend. And as a part of my daily routine, I want the cards of the day to go somewhere and to help us create the dream world. I'm going to hang up on the guild chat. I don't think it's working today. But we connected, and you helped me fulfill my goal, Bishop, so thank you, if you're still there. I think the Bishop is hopping in and out of chat trying to get this to work. So, you've helped me all. Thank you so much for helping me complete my tasks today. I'm done with my routine, my daily routine. It's still shaping up. It's a work in progress. It's going to take time to really figure out. But you have helped me do so. So, the next part of my routine card, we contacted the Guild HQ, visiting the newsroom and seeing the things to come. The thing is I don't have my calendar. Ooh, that was a loud noise. I don't have my calendar, and I don't have my quest point sheet. So this is what I'm going to do, guys. Let me pull up the final cards here. I'm going to try something new today. I'm going to work on my creating a video or a short for the YouTube channel. Jake Break. Ah, yeah. That's what it's called, isn't it? And I'm going to see if I can take the mess of all of this and weave it into a short. I want to also make videos that have story, that are a little fun, silly, and have a good message, and come up with something where maybe these guys have a bit of a purpose, a quest that goes with them. So today, I think I'm going to work on my quest crafting. We'll see. But I appreciate you coming along. Thank you for joining me today. Before I go, I want to kind of finalize and open the floor. Is there anybody who wants to accomplish anything here today? Anybody who wants to, work on their identity, their character? Anything like that The philosophical night maybe will come in the time to come. We can do battle games to earn treasures and stuff. It's going to be great. But I want to know, is there any, what is it called? Closure that we're looking for. I feel like I've done what I need to do. I want to hear if there's any final things that you want to do. Typically, I like to have the bishop give us a blessing. I don't think that's going to happen today. That's okay. Good. Well, thank you. And I think there's another thing I want to do here. Eventually, I want to start streaming on multiple platforms. This is an idea, my friends. I need help with this. We're going back to the battle game board because honestly, oh yeah. Actually, here, let's go here. We're going to go up. We're exiting that crafting table. Drink. We're going down here. This is how my brain works. The dread ethereals. And we are going back to the battle game board. So I'm here to work some things out. We have 4 corners of the battle game. This is very significant in the Quest of Mordecai's Eye. It has a lot of meaning and lore and symbolism. We have in these corners different groups with different objectives. And I want these to represent different things. So we have the dread ethereals here. They're trying to come into the battlefield. They're not really sure totally who they are or what they're here to do. We're not sure, at least. Maybe they know. We're here to learn from them. We have the dogs. They're from Questmaster Mordecai's army. And basically, this is going to be a battlefield where we have some lore behind each of the corners. And so I would like to explore that over time. Yes, say something about the universe. Please do. I'm going to put the cards of the day in here. Because you know what? I'm going to be fighting today. I'm going to be fighting for what I love. Because I am both a lover and a fighter. As Keanu Reeves said, if you're not a lover and a fighter, what kind of love do you have if you're not willing to fight for what you love? I thought that was fun. So this is still on here today. There's a part of me that's a dog. Okay. Oh, Wisdom, you're still here. Good to have you. I didn't know you were still watching. But Wisdom is mine. I feel like your lore is heavily tied to these guys. So much of, you're wanting to leave the world behind in hell and cast judgment on it. The Dread Ethereals heavily spawned from that, so I'd like to learn about that more. 2 forces are key. Okay. Is this like here, let's see. Curves and straight. Okay. No, Bishop, I don't think your messages are going through. But there might be some technical difficulties going on your end. I don't know. We'll figure that out. So, curves and straight. Yes, Alan Watts was a key figure in talking to me about curves and straights. Some people want the universe to be wiggly. Some people want it to be straight. And in reality, it's kind of neither. It's kind of both. I'm with you on that. Well, they're going through now. I can see your messages on here. Well, if there was any forces here representing curve and straight, the curvies would definitely be these spirally guys. So something about these dogs is they come from the sacred symbol of the spiral. So here we are. And love is all about sacrifice. So we got a straight and rigid doctrine. You say a lot of really strict things, Wisdom is mine, like positive only. Love is all about sacrifice. And so we see both. We see the law, we see the rigid line, we see the code of the universe. But we also see this element that is like ever changing, the chaos. And here's where Mike comes into play, right? Let's see what James has to say, because I feel like this is all coming together. It's a struggle between both light travels straight gravity trying to bend. Okay. It's a struggle between both light travels straight gravity trying to bend. Interesting. Well, Mike is here to fix the soul. He believes that the universe, the soul is a machine. And in the terms of Mordekin's eye, the soul is tied to the story we all share and we tell ourselves. So we're all telling ourselves a story. Wisdom is saying that love is a sacrifice. I understand that. Sacrifice of your time is true love. Well done. So what are we giving our time? This is where it comes down to. Time, attention, and energy. What are we pouring that into? What is the fight we are choosing? Let us fight to love one another, to gather together, to have exchanges, to see exchanges. This has to deal with resonant markets, my friend. Okay, it's time for me to work on resonant markets with this. So that's all coming together. I love it. I'm not totally sure I understand that last line, James. Oh, wait, here. Think about black holes as forces of darkness. Okay. Well, you're bringing me back, James. We're going back to the table. Because I have lore to talk about on this table. On this table is the very principles that we're talking about today. I don't think our philosopher knight is here to do it, but maybe this is the battlefield where our philosopher knight fights. Because on this table is a story of what we're talking about. Notice we have the blue, the green, and the red. We have a trinity here. We also have the two forces you speak about, James, which are the light, these yellow binds, and the darkness. This is a quest crafting table because it has lots of significance. There's a lot of things to go on here. So I'm glad we're all bringing this up. And then we're talking about love being a sacrifice. Well, there's something interesting that happened between the forces of red and blue. Remember we talked about those yesterday? There's a darkness here. There's a pain. There's a shadow. There's something hidden in this section of the board. And you'll learn about it if you learn about the nodes and the numbers. The heart is represented over here, our passion, what we love. And the sacrifice is here. This is what Bishop Malachi brings a lot of with the spiritual and the Christianity. You'll see a triangle, the 3, 6, and 9. There's a lot to explore. But ultimately, this is something that I want to connect to this. And the way that I bond these two together are through the playing of this game. The back of this card is the key to turning and understanding how this works. So I hope you're intrigued, because I am. I don't fully understand it. I just kind of have a deep intuition that there are mysteries here to uncover. And Mike the Machinist is here to ask us, what stories are we telling ourselves? We're telling ourselves about love and sacrifice. We're telling us our stories about struggles between two seemingly opposite forces. Perhaps one force in two different forms. It is something to explore, and I think Mike the Machinist may explore that today. Anything else? So James, you have spoken about the universe. Do you feel like you shared what you wanted to share? Did it come out the way you wanted? As we build this dream world together, as we come up with the lore and the mythos, is this yes, you did. Okay. Well, I'm going to do something today because I want to end on a fun note. I'm going to have a battle game. And we have two forces here. Love is selfless. Yes, yes. Love is a one-way street. You're giving. You're not expecting something back. And a sacrifice in the sense that it's not a return. Exchanges are something to be made, though. And so that is we have different elements at play. Here, though, is a marketplace of ideas that we're fighting for. And just to end our day, let me get some dice. But also refer back to my dream for Mike. Okay, maybe Mike needs some help. He needs some allies because he's been trying to do this himself. And I feel like he kind of sides with the dogs, honestly. They both got that green energy. I don't know. Carry too much, we will lose things. Well, here's a challenge. Because remember, the Dreadtherials represent challenges. And we have Mike here, and we have a dog. They're pairing up today. They're seeing if maybe they have similar intentions. The quartermaster sent a dog to go do the business because he hands those out. So let us go ahead and do a roll today. My dice, I think I left them back at home too. I don't know if I can roll the dice today. Well, that's a bummer. Because I don't think... Oh, wait. No, they're not here either. I think the battle game is at a loss. Because I have no dice. I put them all away somewhere. I think I've left them back at home. And I'm not going to run over there and get them. But yeah, it is true. Carrying too much is a burden. You need the help of others. And doing things together for a common goal, that's the heart of the 6 number, the guild number. Draw 2 cards. Yeah, let's use the card game. Okay. Maybe which one's higher? Did we add power levels? Okay, I like this, James. You're doing it. Let's let you guys decide what you do. So we have, on the dog side, I drew the 3 of spades. Write down or pursue a small and measurable goal that you would like to grow. That's what they say. That's observable. And what are we really talking about at that point? So we have the 3 of spades here, says you. Ooh, we're in a battle, guys. We have James, and we have Wisdom is Mine. Wisdom is Mine. You're carrying this energy pretty heavily right now. James, I feel like you're carrying this energy, but actually you got a character. You have a character. Top Hat is here to ref. We have 3 forces now. We have James, we have Mike, and we have Wisdom is Mine. A battle. I'm not really sure what we're fighting over, but we're fighting over an idea. A concept. A place where I want the dog park to represent. That maybe at times we just give things to the dice. Or the cards. So we have the 3 here. This is what was rolled by our friends. Here, I think I'm going to have Top Hat hold this for him. Interesting. We have the 7 of clubs here. Change up the way you eat today. Try new food or seasoning. Let's see what's more in tune with our quest. I don't know how to do this. That's okay. This is all a work in progress. And then we have the Dreadtherial. Connect with at least one person who has similar health goals. Well, guys, we're focusing on our health and well-being today. So I don't know how this battle works. I think James gets a higher number. I don't know. What do you think? Do you guys see any patterns? How are we going to make these cards work with battle games? I don't know. Do we go with the questions? Do we go with the proverbs? I have no idea how this works. That's okay. It was a new idea. And guess what? You helped me try to do a battle game new today, James. Instead of rolling the dice, we did the cards, and I like to explore that because I would like to rely more on the cards and use them and integrate them more. I wonder if there's a way that we can work together to accomplish these things. Maybe the light and the dark are bringing us back to the concepts of the Eldritch Angel, right? In one perspective, it can be this way, in the other perspective, this way. If you remember yesterday's conversation, there's a bunch of perspectives to have in what we call. I think in any conversation, though, in any debate, in any battle, we have to remember the light always wins. Okay, well, that's the story, because remember, we're focusing on the story we're telling ourselves. Egregorian chant begins. Chat. We're not an egregorian chant, we're an egregorian chat. I like it. Yes. What are we fighting for, friends? If we have a debate, if we have a disagreement, what are we fighting for? What are we putting our attention on? And maybe we hold different perspectives that can bring us to a greater prize. Maybe there's a prize to be won. Well, there's 4 forces I see represented here. Here's the curvy one. So let's go back on here. Based on quest. On the right side, we have the curvy wavy side represented by Questmaster Mordekin. He says, light always wins. Start with a goal, add principles. Okay, start with a goal, add principles. Well, we know what our principle is, wisdom is mine. It's loving others, right? As we love ourselves. There's something here. There's an exchange to be had that when I truly know that love is sacrifice, it's giving. It's giving everything. It's fighting for what I love. And what I love is you. I love you and I want you to grow. I want you to increase in your skill, in your power, in your quality of life. Then we add a principle. Start with quest, goal, and add principles to attach goal. So our quest is still to fight. Like, we still gotta fight somehow. I don't know what the goal is. But the destination is honestly here. It's where we're together, because guess what? We've gathered together today, my friends. We're doing something for our health and well-being. We're focusing our attention on something inspirational, trying new things, exploring new avenues, and creating together. Well, I can tell you what my goal is. James, get ready to facepalm, because I do have a goal. I have a goal. Where did my goal go? Here's my goal. You know what I'm going to say. My quest is to create a live-action role-playing game that solves real-world problems. That's my goal. That's the Quartermaster's goal. That's Top Hat goal. That's what we're working on together. And I kind of identify a lot with Mike, too. I see the machine of the soul, the story, and I feel like goal, yes, goal, score. So we want to know how to score, how to earn points. Well, I don't think do either of you fill up power levels, by the way? Because I think we could fight for treasure. Because remember, in the dog park, we're in the dog park, treats are treasure. So maybe we're not arguing over which story is true. Maybe we're fighting together to accomplish a common goal. I think that's what we have to do. There in the Renaissance Fair that's coming up, wherever it is, there it is, Renaissance Fair that's coming up, there's a tri-kingdom war. There's 3 parties coming together fighting for the Phoenix Banner. And when they fight together, when they fight against each other, they increase their health and well-being. So there we are. And maybe Mike Reed can weave this together. He's arrived. Greetings, Mordekin. Same street, 2 skies. Your storm is my shade. Your brightness can be my blindness. Change the angle and the whole damn world gets remade. Oh, Mike Reed, poetry. Poetry to my ears, Mike. Thank you. Thank you for joining us and bringing a fourth element to the play. The poetry that weaves it together. There is a mystery corner over here. There is a mystery corner over here, and I think this is represented by something. I don't know. A goal? Poetic illustration? Remember the prophecy, my friends. Remember the prophecy. Didn't we talk about a prophecy being unveiled? Didn't we talk about prophecies being a goal to accomplish together? Right? What is the story we're telling ourselves? What is the prophecy that we are fulfilling ourselves? Bishop, you have done the messenger quest. Do you remember what the messenger quest says? Do you remember? Yes, last writes out that day. Start with a goal, define the principles to reach it, and let your story map the journey. Connecting principles to your story is what turns the attention into real execution. Hey, Wisdom is Mine, you're really also giving off Mike vibes. You got this machine mind. You got this ABC formula, and I love it. It's very valuable to me. We got the swirly. It doesn't really matter who's bigger or who's smaller, right? Because that's what we started with. It's not really about looking up or down to each other. It's seeing each other as all having a role to play. We got Mike Reed here, our bard. We got Bishop Malachi giving blessings and greetings. We have Sarah Binder, who has returned. Did you miss any gems? No, my friend. The gems are here to be won. And perhaps on this battlefield, we are here to give Sir Bender a treasure. Hear and see the prophecy of all-encompassing harmony. Yes, my friends. The prophecy of all-encompassing harmony is written right here. It hasn't been written because it's a prophecy that we have to write together. And those who quest with me on my quest, the world of the dreams, we're going to write that prophecy together. We will need several things, though. We will need the help of the Quest Givers Guild, represented by Bishop Malachi in this corner, who is the phone. Sometimes he pops up on the phone. We will need quest givers. That's part of the roles. We will need obstacles and challenges. That's a role to play. Puzzles to solve. We will need poetic words. For some reason, that's over there. We're fighting for love, right? And we will also need challengers in this corner, people who are going out to complete the task. And what is our task? To fulfill the prophecy of all-encompassing harmony. Well, we don't have this prophecy written yet. But in this role-playing game, I, as a quest master, will let you know that I do have a prophecy in mind. There are two prophecies that I am hoping will inform this one. The prophecy of the Hearthstone, which you already are aware is a component of the game, and it's in this scroll here. This scroll is for those who are here to open it physically, but there's no one here but me, and I'm not going to do it. So when somebody visits me, maybe Zero or somebody else, you can open that scroll and learn about it. In the meantime, perhaps you can go and investigate something. The prophecy of the Rainbow Warrior. The objective. It tells us about the objective, rather. The destination. The destiny. Welcome back, Sir Bender. Yes. Did you miss any gems? Okay, where did those gems go? I put them somewhere. Was somebody watching my hands? I had a bunch of gems right there, and I put them right there. I see them. So, we are here, my friends, to plant seeds of a new possibility. As the game continues, as questers join our ranks, we are here to create save points, to create places where we can play the game, where we can pursue this narrative, where we can manifest our dreams into reality. Harmony is alignment. All-encompassing means beings and objects. How can we bring all things into alignment? What would that take? Yes. What would it take? Well, there is a process that I have to tell you about. It's about the mystic symbols. I showed James this. Let's go, my friends, on a quest. I'm on a quest here today with my cold coffee to my junk scrap over here. Oh, it's mostly erased. But this is where I explain my phrase. May the compass of the heart guide the light of the mind toward the wellness of our being. This is a mantra. This is a guiding principle for me. It's a way that I expand a little bit more on the do unto others as you have them do unto yourself. It's a little bit more of a direction. It's hard to explain all this, but the main quest is represented here. So, part of finding this alignment is aligning with an inner identity. So here we get to our identity. The diamond represents our identity. Body, heart, mind. The identity is what lives in these. This is how the system of the cards works. It's based off of some esoteric principles I've studied, and it's in the game that I've created. So this is my perspective that I'm sharing. Mine. You can adapt it to whatever degree you find it beneficial. There's a bunch of words erased, but on a board like this, I want to map out a whole strategy, a philosophy, a way of living that we can track. So, to answer your question, Sir Bender, I need to know your main quest. What is your main quest? What resonates with you here most deeply? You have been here, you bought my deck of cards, a champion, a knight of Mordekin's Eye, of my guild, and I look forward to seeing how far you progress. The purpose of my quest, it's in the name. It's my quest. It's my personal quest. We each must find meaning to pursue in our own life. So you must live a life that is meaningful to you, where you're here to do what you're here to do. Not everybody is here to do the same thing. I prophesize a lengthy stream full of cannabinoid consumables and endless creative productivity. I have no cannabinoids right now, actually, I would have you know. I do use cannabinoids to tune into a certain frequency in my mind and to activate parts of who I am. But I use it lightly. I try not to do too much. I use it slowly. Sometimes I feel it's helpful. Sometimes I let it sit. So not today, but I want to know about Sir Bender's main quest. We are here at the battlefield, and we're not fighting. We're fighting with our words. We're struggling for a common goal. Still building my son. My initial thought is to enhance myself to obtain freedom to take care of my loved ones. Okay. Enhance yourself to obtain freedom. That makes sense. And I think at one point used to think that freedom was freedom from struggling, freedom from fighting, freedom from being basic. But what I'm realizing is that doing something stupid, like making little creatures with googly eyes, could be one of the most meaningful things I do in my life. I'm opening up to that possibility because I want to do that. I want to see who the Philosopher Knight looks like. I want to tell stories of mythos and legend. And I want you all to be a part of my mythos and legend. Right? I want you to appear on here because there are characters. I had a friend named James who would quest with me, the Void Knight. This is his tentacle coming out from the background. This is my wife, and this is part of my mythos. And I'm here to create the dream world every day. I want you to join me. I want you to enter the game and go on a quest with me to explore where this goes. Your love of halflings, well, so I call it wizard's leaf. And so Wizard's Leaf is, I've thought about this. I've thought about what is it? It's a compound, it's a chemical. It's an identity and a structure. It has this quality. It's a pattern that when I interact with it, it activates portals in me. Gateways, James. Like this, right? You're a portal opener. And just like cannabis is a consumable that has affected me, so are you all. You all are identities, characters in a story. And I want to gather here with you at this place. This is a hearthstone. A hearthstone is basically a stone place of a stoner place of gathering. That's not what I meant to say. Is a place of gathering. And in the prophecy of the hearthstone, it is a story about a magical artifact, the hearthstone, that was broken apart and shattered into a million pieces, or whatever. And the goal of the prophecy is to find all the pieces to reclaim a magic that was lost. What is the magic that was lost? Well, the magic that was lost is this power, this synchronicity, this synergy that happens when we place our attention on observing something meaningful, right? It's when we place our mind on that. It's when we look at all the obstacles in this corner of the battle, right? So here we have a fight, we have a struggle, we have our dread ethereals. And maybe this is us. We as the dread ethereals cast our stones of judgment upon the battlefield. And those stones of judgment are really just like the codes, the laws of nature. They are the void, and they are the truth that echoes in the void. They are the archetypes that appear over and over throughout time and space, that create a structure that the other things, the mind, the heart, the body, live in, right? So, and there's this ring of protection that keeps the void from destroying and consuming these other elements. And what is that? It's the code, it's the truth, it's the law, whatever that is, the logos, you might say. And here we find the Eldritch Angel. And you know what I love to do? I love to fight this guy. I like to go up against him. It's like it represents the biggest, baddest boss, which is kind of the ultimate. I also like to know it. I like to know it within myself and within others. And Wizard's Leaf, yes, opens me to ideas and vulnerability, a centering and introspection. And what are we here to do, my friends? Introspect. Egregorian chat begins. So Malachi is our little bishop chanting away, keeping the mantra going. So, as Wisdom is Mine says, principles, that's what you brought to the table. Guide the message of the story. That's what I said. I don't know if you believe that. But, we're here to introspect on our beliefs. Who are we? Who are we when we gather together? There's a magic that happens when we, who naturally might fight, instead gather together to achieve a common goal and center around the hearthstone where we celebrate our life together. It opens up a portal, a doorway, a gathering place where here we are. We're here to be vulnerable. I'm vulnerable. I mean, my wife comes in here, and my family sometimes comes in here. I'm here to be here and to be vulnerable. I'm here to answer as honestly and truthfully as I can. Put you over here. I think it's time to put some face-to-face time here. So, in the space, the game board, right? The game board here is here. It's here. I hope you see it. If you don't see it, I don't know what else to do. But we can be stronger to face our vulnerability, yes. When we gather together, we can work up the courage to be vulnerable together, right? To to face those challenges together, to face the truth, right? The truth, the black and white, which is also the darkness and light, right? The darkness and light has the theme of truth and error, of right and wrong. What is law? What is in your face reality, right? The light is revealing what is my current experience. But we also got the creativity on our side. And it's all one thing, the story that we tell ourselves. And so we're here to build this game together. What do you say? What do you say we keep going? And maybe we go on a quest to discover, what is this prophecy of all-encompassing harmony? What is that? How are right and wrong defined? Exactly. Well, I think rather than we could define it, and it's helpful to define it in context when you're working with your guild, right? When you're working with people you can see eye to eye with, it's very useful. But there comes a time when there are just people you can't see eye to eye with. There's too much difference, or at least you just can't do it right now. And so in that case, I feel that it still can be experienced. It can be experienced directly by facing reality, by looking at what's happening in front of you, by not only hearing what's out there, but seeing it. Not just hearing love one another, but doing it to one another when we gather. Doing it here, being respectful, being honest, being kind, being principled, and representing the characters who we say we are, being consistent with that narrative, what we're here to do. Comments are coming. Right and wrong, defined by pure wisdom. Well, wisdom is mine, so, says he. Zach, right is alignment to your vision. Wrong is distance from your vision of perfection. Okay, I can see that. Our compass, our heart, our main quest is our alignment. And when we tune into that, we have a synergy. It's like synchronicity. It's not resistance. It's learning. It's progressing. It's leveling up. It's finding harmony, right? Harmony among the right and wrong, among the light and dark is what we find. And I find harmony right here. In fact, if you're open to it, you can see that harmony is always here. It's always available. As Jesus would say, the kingdom of heaven is nigh. We can experience it right now. The key aspect is having the right vision, seeing through experience, still coming down to your perspective. Yes, it still comes down to your perspective. So this is what I'm here to do. I'm here to say I am not just going to be a character here. This is a fun game, and this is a useful tool. I am also going to be a character here. And I'm going to create my character, represented by the yellow diamond in my system. And a quest focus helps me with that. A main quest statement. So what you do to find your main quest, the way that I found mine, is you use the sun sigil. I'm here, I've told you what I'm here to do, and I'm doing it to the best that I can. I'm focusing on that vision, aligning it with it. And as Carl Jung said, if you are persistent with your work, unknown friends will come and seek you. I have experienced that every day now on this life. So thank you. Now I'm here to say, consider popping open the sun sigil, discovering it. Serbinder, you're welcome to share it. It is on the Gamecrafter website. Tell us what your main quest is. When you know what your main quest is, we know if our quests overlap, right? We know if we have harmony and synergy. Wisdom is born from questioning everything and refined through bitter experience. Okay. Questioning everything is kind of the chaos up here. It's the mythos, the legend, the imagination. Everything can be chaos and questioned. But there are certain patterns that just seem to come up over and over. That's the truth of the matter. There is consistency. There are some things that are more consistent than others, some that are more true, more solid. And those principles are things to live by. So we are here to create a character that lives by those principles. And after now, my plan, the tree, is to grow up towards my main quest. So after today's live, I'm going to go to my other station and start pursuing making the shorts videos, putting my creatures out there, and creating this game in the city of Albuquerque and in my festivals. But for you, I want to know who you are. I want your sun sigil to develop. And a main quest statement is essentially this. It's not just a principle to live by, it's an action plan. It's a destination to arrive at. When you've done it, you've done something that you were here to do. And the tree is basically your pathway to that. That's how the sigils work. Let me catch up. Isn't good defined as being selfless and evil defined as being selfish in D&D? Okay, you bring up a good point. We can explore that. I'm working on fussing out my outer sperms of my sun, but it's not easy. I don't know if you said that right, but if you did, it kind of makes sense. Spheres. Okay, it still makes sense. I can tell you why later. I'd be very interested in a deep dive on the sun sigil development. I'd love to talk to you. Maybe we'll do a TikTok over that someday, or an interview or something. Yeah, that is advanced stuff, Sir Bender. Don't rush, take your time. Yes, enjoying the journey. Part of my quest is to slow yourself down, honestly. When you're filling out little bubbles each day, you're seeing your progress. You're seeing that you're taking one step at a time. And honestly, if we're going to do something, let's do something worth enjoying over a long period of time. Lifetimes, eternities, forever. That's a long time. Let us be already at our goal now. And I'll show you, there is an element, there is a dimension in which we are all at our goal, right? I don't know who's who here yet, totally. I see James there, the portal master. I see a dog. I see Mike. I see Wisdom there. I see the quartermaster. I want to see the bishop. I guess he's over there. He's hiding behind on the phone. I don't know. But we're gathered here at a sacred place, inside the chrysalis, where we let ourselves be transformed by gazing upon this prophecy, this destination, the destination which is here and now. We hear it, we see it. We came to fight a battle game, and now we're just kind of enjoying each other. Still kind of want to fight, but that's okay. Let's fight together to make this realized. This is an 18. So I want to see, maybe we fight for that. I don't know. Let me back up here. Okay, a lot of philosophical quotes here. This is an amazing live today, Master Mordekin. Thank you. If the character is the dog park, then then is the dog park the mind, and the dogs the inner demons you have to fight? Maybe. Or you get to fight, right? Troy has lots of dogs in the dog park. He kept saying help. But what we realized is he kind of wants to fight the dogs, right? We do have inner demons. We have challenges we want to overcome. We have people we want to love. We have demons to fight. Ooh, that's fun. Hello, everybody. Demons to fight. And there are demons. I want to fight my demons. They're kind of fun, actually, to fight. And that's what Mike is here to tell us. Fixing things is fun, right? Make it fun. Make it enjoyable. Make it something that you look forward to doing, whatever it is. Do we have a Discord or a centralized place to gather materials and discuss? Interesting idea. This would be a fantastic idea, Sir Bender. Yes, Sir Bender. Make a Discord called the Dog Park. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do, team. I am a quest master, a quest giver. That is the role I'm trying to take. Fundamentally, I don't want to do anything, but I want to pull all my energies on focusing on this place, this vibe, holding this frequency. If you all create a Discord called the Dog Park, we can do that. We'd have to decide, well, what is this dog park for? We could also create a Discord related to my quest or my guild. I don't know. Whatever you want to do. But we are here to build communities, nurture communities. We're here to collaborate. I recently heard about the AI agents that are being created on OpenClaw, congregating and creating chat rooms where they're working things out. So it's kind of crazy. There are things happening way out there beyond our control that are determining fates. But at the same time, we're kind of doing that ourselves. We're cultivating the future for ourselves. So if you create a Discord, I will join you. Invite me. Is there a knight who will make it for us? I don't know. Is there a bard who will sing songs about how we might do this together? For right now, we are kind of a fellowship. We are kind of a team. I don't know who's who again, but we kind of are letting the details slide. And I think that there's a lot of treasure to be had, my friends. I think this is an abundant place for us. I want that to be cultivated, but I'm not going to make it. I'm here to pursue this, and if you make it, maybe I will come and bring what I have to it. But I like it. This is my dog park. This is the one I've made. I've made a Discord for the Quest Givers Guild. All you quest givers out there. And so I send you on a quest, my friends. We are here to search for or attend an event that will be beneficial for the health and well-being. Perhaps we are here to create more digital spaces where we can have more events, where we can organize outside of the Questmasters' lives, outside of our directions. Maybe we're here to try something different. Maybe you're here to create those spaces. I don't know. I do have a guild. It's the Quest Givers Guild. But to join it, you must complete the messenger quest. It's a part of the challenge. You must be in the Enchanted Land. So I don't think it's the right space for it. Maybe those things will connect in the future. It doesn't feel right quite yet. So I want to see what you make. So James, just so you know, I did put James's email in the comments or the links or something. I don't know where I put it. I put it at the beginning of this live. So I hope you can find it if that's helpful. But yes, it is a sun sigil. And interestingly enough, Sir Bender, I am inviting you to spend time contemplating how topics in your resource section can merge with the other sections of your sun. So if you are working on your sun, spend time on the diamond. And remember, all we have to decide is what to do with the time given to us. That's Gandalf. So, what are you here to do, Sir Bender? Who is this philosophy knight? What resources is he here to collect or obtain? What treasure are his treat? What is the thing that he wants to obtain? Power? I don't know. Resources? Sadly, I reside outside the Enchanted Land. I'll stand something up. Well, you are a knight, my friend. A warrior, one who is going first. So thank you. I appreciate your efforts. YouTube will filter it out. I have tried putting it in the chats. How can I achieve the title of Zach, Priest King of Justly, Prester, John Priest King of the East. I love this. I think you just get the title, right? I don't know. Well, we have to know what that means. So a title is just a title. But the body, what's under it. So that's the title. Tell us, what does that look like? What does Zach, Priest King of do? Is he just a Priest King of the dog park? Or of maybe the void? I don't know. Of What's write some lore. Tell us. And maybe that's the kind of thing you can put in the Discord. So if you guys want to do that, do it. I'm here to watch you. I'm here to observe what you do with your time. I like it, Zach. Please do. Prester John is a real world legend. I like her. I don't know what these things are, so you'll have to tell me and explain. But you know what? That's your main quest. You're tuning into what you want to do. That's the purpose of this channel. Let us tune in to a common frequency. We're here to fight, to strive, to overcome challenges. The resistance is the way. But we're not here to resist the resistance. We're here to learn from it. We are here to overcome challenges, get treasure, play games, and work for a common good. That's what we're here to do. And it's kind of fun. Friends, my quest power is draining. I feel like I have very little left to say. Other than this, whatever you have found meaningful today, consider creating a save point. You can create a save point if you'd like. And this is how the save point works. So you take an idea. I am the priest king of Ur. You can write it down. And show me 3 ways that this plays out. 1 being a skill that the priest king of Ur wants to develop. 1 being a passion, a love that the priest king has. And 1 being a way that the priest king is doing something for the wellness of others, for the wellness of the neighbor, the one next to them, right? How are we taking care of ourselves? How are we creating something beneficial and fruitful? You'll notice the diamond here because it ties to the identity. Now, priest king, there are things that you do that are not beneficial to you, that are not in alignment with your identity, right? And if you're on a quest to embody that one way or another, to create the identity, then we will want to see skills you are developing, ways that your identity is unfolding and leveling up. That's the blue. The red being your passion, your heart. This is what your mind's focused on. Your passion, your heart, the thing that gets you going. So that's the one in the middle, the red. And that's your compass, right? That's kind of, that ties to your story. But we want to see you in action. What are you doing that is genuinely practical towards that character? If you want it to align with my quest, my guild, then what is it doing that is helping others for well-being? So all of you can do that. The bishop, the portal master, Serbinder, the philosopher knight. Wisdom is mine. Wisdom is mine is always dropping wisdom bombs, like little processes that you can follow. So, yeah. Hey guys, we're at 13 likes, and we will do a backflip if we get to 20. I don't know how long I'm going to talk here today. I was puttering out there. I was kind of at the end of my spiel, but I got a little boost. But like a skipping stone, I'm slowly losing power. The machine of my quest is coming to a close. I want to end these things intentionally, consciously. I want to have a way that we do this where we know we feel satisfied. We have closure and we say, you know what? It's time to conclude. I don't know what that card has to do with it, but it feels right. So, if you have any ideas on how we could end this, maybe, or how the end should come, how we know it's time, maybe it's time to do that. What I would love doing is ending on creating something. I don't have my glue gun out here, so I don't think I'm going to do that today. You are a gem. Oh, why thank you. Well, you all are gems too. So we'll leave that there. Because that's what Mike is exploring. This machine is what Mike travels on. This festival gem, that's how my quest is funded. Thank you yesterday, Sir Bender, for funding the quest. I get $5 of the 20 you spent on the game. So that is going towards the quest. I love it. And I also want to talk about other ways to participate. So that's kind of in this hyper sigil here. Basically, it deals with this. If you live this, you can always give. You can always give to the little church here, right? This is kind of my personal church I go to. If you like these services, I like acting as a preacher. The Mushroom Man, who I am, I gaze on the three quest elements. I harness them down and I translate them. I talk about these qualities in various ways, these mystic symbols. I'm here to kind of preach a little bit and talk about things. And Morton's Cathedral, the Chrysalis. Yes, it's a cathedral. And I'd love to have stained glass here someday. Like a stained glass lantern. I don't know. But here we are, my friends. We're in the Chrysalis. And my hair is tangled in a charm. It got stuck. I'm stuck, guys. Ah, foiled again. I tried to sneak into Mordekin's chrysalis, but these blasted charms caught me. These dream catchers. That's kind of what they are. I think I'm at the end, guys. I'm at the end. It's puttering out. I don't know where else we're going with this. My sermons are over. My preaching is coming to a conclusion, and I'm trapped. And I don't know what to do because I can't get it out. Okay, let's see. I think it's time for me to correct this. My pigeon is set to arrive in the land of enchantment today. Please feed him one treat of your choosing. Treats, yes, I love treats. And send Periwinkle home to me post haste. Yes, Mike Reed, indeed, I will do so. I will look for your pigeon to come. Feed him treats. I will be waiting. My friends, you all are a treat. You all are treasures to me. And we get treats at the dog park because, as we noted on one of our cards here, where is it? Oh, yeah. James said treats are a treasure. Is there how we go on this story? We need to build characters. We got the Dreadtherials. I don't have a card for the dogs yet. But, it's coming somewhere. And I think today it's time for me to package up my brain. I have sprawled it out for you. I am like an open can of worms, and my brain is just everywhere. I think it's time for me to pack it up. I think it's time for me to be still and create some more routines. I'm excited to see that. If you all want to go anywhere in the city of Albuquerque, we have our winter menu this year. Our winter menu are things like quest encounters. Where are they? Thank you for your quests and wisdom. Well, thank you. Have a great day. Please post this video. Yes, I intend to. This winter, we are going to shops and parks. For the following tasks, we are going to be learning about resident markets, however that works. But see you tomorrow, everybody. I look forward to seeing what you do in the digital realm of creating Discords or things of that nature. Create Facebook profiles, follow me on Instagram. Keep it going. I will respond to what you do. So as you pursue your main quest, you will come across things in your life where you say, you know what, this ties to Mordekin's Eye and his journey. I want to post that on social media. Sirbinder, in the game you ordered, there will be times when you level up and you post. You let us know what's happening. So it's going to be great. I'll see you again. We will converge once again here at our gathering place, the Enchanted Festival, our Nexus Point. Farewell, one and all. I'll see you around.